I felt like our guys got complacent. Both sides of the ball, we stopped defending. They made 10 of their first 11 shots, and we were putting them to the line. So, that can't happen. We're fortunate enough to dodge a bullet and get the game back under control. But, aside from the second quarter, played a heck of a basketball game. So pleased to get the W.
Not sure your thoughts on the single game plus minus, but Schroder was a plus 23 tonight. It seemed like he was impacting both sides of the floor, especially in that fourth quarter. What did you make of his play tonight, Frank?
Yeah, he's really growing, with particularly with his floor general mentality and running the team. 10 assists, 2 turnovers, 21 points. Seemed in control and comfortable in the pick and roll game, and getting everybody involved. And, obviously he's an elite defender too. So, great performance by Dennis tonight.
Thoughts on AD in his third game back?
Yeah, finally got him shooting over 50%. It's good to see him knock down some shots. We knew it's going to take a little time for him to work through the rust. And we saw that the first 2 games. Got going early in the low post with some one-on-one plays, and knocked down some threes and some long jumpers late. Big part of the W.
Kyle? Hey, Frank. Trez has not been the player he was in March and April. And I know that has something to do with his minutes, but production-wise, what do you think helped him get back to the kind of guy that you were seeing earlier in the season?
Yeah, I think we found him better with delivering him the ball in positions to score. A lot of those situations you're talking about where he didn't have big nights. Teams will do things to take him out of the game. With whether it's not helping as much on the pick and roll game or double team in the low post. We weren't seeing either of those situations tonight, and we were able to get him the ball in scoring position. So, I don't feel like his production dipped, even if his numbers dipped. Because when he's drawing that kind of attention, it's opened up things for other guys. So, but we did a good job getting him the ball in scoring position tonight.
Dave?
Frank, you mentioned Dennis growing in terms of his court general mentality. Do you feel like that was accelerated by the injuries to your 2 main guys? And from there, how does he continue to have that when LeBron returns? Because we know that LeBron is a high usage player and commands such a presence on the court himself.
That's why we feel like it's going to be a silver lining. I do think it was accelerated. Not that Dennis hadn't done it in the past, but he hadn't done it with this group, this system, this coaching staff, this set of teammates. And, having Bron out, there's a lot of silver linings. That's definitely one of them, to see him grow. And, obviously when Bron takes the reins back, you're going to have Dennis as an attacking scorer, and comfortable in that situation as well. And then Bron goes to the bench, and Dennis is back in the comfort zone of the way he's grown over the last month or 6 weeks, whatever it's been. So definitely a positive, and hopefully when it all comes together, it's going to come together at the right time.
Rob, you're dropping and rolling tonight. Well, Access 360, they broke a 3-game losing streak. We let you sit there when they lose because you're a little grumpy, but now it's time to get low, get low.
But you know what, Giddy? I'm going to the big wall.
Yeah, go to the big wall.
I have to go to the big wall because,
big win.
Advice of my lawyer.
Well, Orlando, it's not a big win.
He said my lawyer, James, don't want me going this wall. He wants me to go to the big wall.
He don't want you falling over there.
We're doing big things, man. That's why. Right here, we're going to break down AD's shots. AD, his performance in this game was a little bit better than last. Right here, you got to pick and roll. This is where I'm like, I'm putting you in the spin cycle. Then I'm going to hit you with the step back. Look at it. That was 2 things to test out that calf/Achilles there. Here, now I'm posting it. Get him deep. This is the best play in basketball because 3-second count doesn't start until you get across the line. Look, everybody's eyeballing AD, but you know what AD doing? He's using that peripheral vision right here. They're going to see Kuz in the corner for one of his 4 threes. That's what you got to have. Great vision, attacking like that. Here you go. Nice pick. This one was one of those ones like, what's going on here? There's a lot of pick and roll. There's a lot of handoffs. I got confused. Everybody at home got confused. Even the defense got confused. But you know what? Look at 1, 2, 3 guys are watching AD shoot. You know what, fellas? Y'all going to do the wrong thing. You're going to follow the basket. But look what they are. They are inside the charge circle. They too deep into the basket, into the paint, so AD gets the rebound, goes up and dunks on everybody. Right here, AD is like, okay, I'm going to do a flyby. Should I get back? I don't know. But I'm going to just throw a little hand. Watch this. I'm going to throw a hand out. Then I'm going to get back. Now, a great pass by KCP over
Nice,
the top.
KCP.
Right here, a little layup. James, tell him how hard that is to catch that on the move. We've been talking about it all night. You know what, James? Don't worry about it. I'll talk about it.
You tell him, Rob.
It's so hard to catch that on the move when you're big because you got to bend back. You might hurt your back. You know how to say lean back? But no, he gets it, lays it up, and scores. Easy buckets.
Also,
Big bucket baller.
the advantage of going over to the big wall, people see your yellow kicks.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, which I know is okay, right, to do? All right, listen. Dennis, we need to talk about Dennis Schroder. When you have a team with AD and Andre Drummond and Kyle Kuzma, Montrezl, all these guys, LeBron James, you get your point guard at plus 23, 21 and 10, 13 in the fourth, and only 2 turnovers, and plays defense like that. I don't know what else you can ask from your point guard.
No, you can just praise him for what he's doing, and is emerging as an elite guard in this league. We don't talk about him in the same breath as Curry's or Kyrie Irving, but to me, if I'm choosing a team, I'd take Schroder because of his defense and the way he irritates other star elite players, and then offensively, there's not a shot he can't make. He can shoot the 3. I love the little 15-footer that he does. The floaters, he can get to the rim. So, yeah, I praise him, and I think he is just as vital as any other player on this team, going forward.
You mentioned the efficiency of his game the last couple games. It's not like him to be really efficient. He sometimes misses a lot of shots, turns the ball over too much. That's not been the case. Double-digit assists the last 3 games. Big pluses for him. He's going to be big in the playoffs. I mean, he's going to be the guy who is going to have to go against some pretty good point guards, perhaps CP3 in the first round. That could possibly happen if the Lakers fall to 6. Not saying it will, but Schroder right away might get tested in the playoffs. Not a lot of playoff experience for him either.
And, Brez, what Frank was talking about, because Big Game, you were mentioning this during our commercial break, don't take the ball out of Dennis's hands when LeBron comes back completely. And Frank was saying that's the whole thing about staggering, right? LeBron's not playing, and those rested minutes, Dennis should have the ball in his hands. And that's why this is valuable time for him, right, Rob?
Oh, big time, because Dennis provides so many different things. LeBron is a guy who's going to, get to the paint. Dennis can do that too. LeBron doesn't have that mid-range game like Dennis does, and that's what you want. Dennis will get to that paint, get to that elbow. We had it in the first 360 where he was coming off, but he was selling for the threes. But when he, like tonight, it's almost like he watched this 360, get to that elbow. So he gets to the elbow and he shoots that jumper, and that's the magic of basketball that's lost to me. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to get to that elbow and shoot that jumper. Because when you do that so many times, it's going to open up those three-point shooters because they're going to try to get there and stop you. So he is just a wonderful basketball player who has every facet to his game.
All right, more to come on Access. Montrezl Harrell brings the energy and finishes with 18 points in the win. We'll hear from Montrezl coming up next.
Access Sportsnet Lakers is brought to you in part by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the newest, friendliest, and safest casino resort. Good times.